Think you're a better driver when you're high? Think again. No alcohol, no drugs, no victims. A message from Mad Canada.
Superior Adult Learning is looking for volunteers who want to make a difference in our community and help others reach their full potential. In only a few hours a week, you can help our learners achieve their goals and set them on a path towards a successful, independent future. Visit www.superioral.ca to get started now. Shop local, dine local, listen local, love local. Small businesses in the Algoma area have been a huge part of our community. Now is the time to show our support for them. From local markets to retail stores, music venues, and restaurants. Small businesses make up the backbone of our community. So go on, embrace all they have to offer by shopping, dining, listening, and loving local. Visit ssmcoc.com to learn more or to join the Chamber today. Superior Adult Learning is looking for volunteers who want to make a difference in our community and help others reach their full potential. In only a few hours a week, you can help our learners achieve their goals and set them on a path towards a successful, independent future. Visit www.superioral.ca to get started now. First Local, supported by Maker North, 3D printing, laser cutting, 3D design, education, prototyping, and more. Maker North, whatever it takes. Well, good morning to this Thursday edition of First Local.
It certainly is.
March 24th. We have decisively entered the season of Aries. It started on the 21st. Did you know that?
Well, only because you told me a couple minutes ago.
There you go. There you go. So I have compiled for you the top 10 character traits of an Aries person.
Better be something good for me.
It's just for you, Mike. Listen carefully. They are highly motivated and goal-oriented. They are physically active adventure seekers. They are conspicuously competitive. That fits you right there, doesn't it?
The athletic one?
They are better at starting things than finishing them. They are confident and charismatic. Natural leaders that like to have their own way. All about Aries all the time, center of their own universe.
That's for sure.
Oblivious to others and terrible at reading people. Short-tempered and volatile. And number 10, open and honest. Sometimes painfully so. You know any
Yeah.
Aries besides Mike?
But I don't have a short temper, do I?
I don't think I do, actually.
Wow.
But
You should make the
there's-
acquaintance. They are spectacular
Maybe
individuals.
one is enough. I don't know.
For sure.
Hey,
Yeah.
gas prices.
Gas
We're
prices. Mm-hmm.
talking gas prices. They've been coming down marginally. Well, actually, not marginally. They've come down around 16 cents since the peak.
Yeah, that's
Right,
significant,
so that's
right?
significant. We're at around 173.9 here in the city, and we're going to see those prices actually go up next week again because of the carbon tax. But if you're looking for some cheap gas right now, you can head to Gen 7 in the Rankin. It's still 159.9 there. And if you want to go further east to Garden River,
Okay.
the Big Arrow variety and gas bar is currently at 162.9.
Wow.
So you can save a couple of cents just traveling east. But here in town, I mean, they're not bad, 173.9. And again, they're going to go up, I think it's 5 cents on April 1st because of the carbon tax. So
Okay.
we can't seem to win.
I don't know though. Like, I mean, okay, so you drive that way to save money, but doesn't it then just cost you money? Is the savings so very significant?
Well, I think depending on how big your tank is, I guess you're going to
Yeah.
save some.
Maybe.
Like,
maybe.
you know, trucks are filling
Could
up
be.
for what? $100, $150?
150, that's what it costs
Yeah,
mine.
so you can save quite a lot.
Remortgage your home.
Yeah.
If you have one.
Yeah, and that's a whole different
It is.
situation.
It is for sure.
What do we got? What are we talking about?
Well, you know, I was talking to Craig about my concerns when the lights go active at the Pino Plaza right across from the entrance to Walmart. And I'm basing it on my experience with a very arbitrary intersection that has, you know, become my nemesis. It is the intersection right at the bulk barn, you know, right across from the Cambrian Mall. I struggle to understand how it is that every morning at 10 to 7, I will get a red and then sit there at an empty intersection surrounded by businesses that are closed and wait for nothing for what seems to be an inordinate amount of time. And I find it frustrating.
I find traffic in this city frustrating to begin with.
Oh,
Just the flow of it, right? There doesn't seem to be any sort of mindset behind the flow. I mean, even the light at Second Line and Great Northern Road, turning left,
yes,
where all the trucks go.
yes.
I mean, it's only like 30 seconds, 40 seconds that you have to make your left-hand turn before it turns
Hurry
right again.
hard, hurry.
Yeah, and so you get a couple of transport trucks in there. There's
you're done.
There's your 30 or 40 seconds. Now you're waiting for another 3 minutes. You know, like it's impossible, especially
yes.
during what we call rush hour, around 3 o'clock. And that lineup on that left turn is just crazy.
Now, you are good with statistical facts and historical data. I do believe when I was in university, I staggered across. No,
Staggered?
sorry, that was a different time at university. One summer at band camp. No, but no, I did hit a fact about the Sioux, and I was in Toronto, so you know I always kept my eye open for things about the Sioux. And what I learned is that at one point in time, Sault Ste. Marie had more cars per capita than any other city in North America.
Really?
Yes.
I've heard that we have more traffic lights per capita than most cities. So,
Well,
which
I-
makes sense because the traffic flow in this city is just terrible. Anyway,
Yes.
we have a lot of news apparently. Mike
Yep.
is
Oh,
rushing
no.
us into news,
Always,
and I have your
always.
weather. We'll talk
Okay.
about the low pressure system that came
I
in
will,
yesterday.
yeah.
It's lingering today, but we also have some more news to tell you about this weekend, and I'll do that in just a bit.
All right. Okay, here we go. You ready for this? For a change, Mike, shh. Okay,
Sorry.
for a change, I'm going to start off with some good news. Certainly we can talk about, accidents and crime any old time, but this is significant. So the Ontario government is actually providing more than $1.4 million through the Northern Ontario Heritage Fund, also known as NOHFC, to enable Springer Aerospace to expand its operations in Echo Bay, so to build new facilities, upgrade their current amenities, and this investment, of course, is going to help the company create jobs, capitalize on increased demand for its aviation maintenance, repair, and overhaul services. Greg Rickford, the Minister of Northern Development, Mines, Natural Resources and Forestry, did supply a zesty comment, said supporting growth in the aviation and aerospace sector in Northern Ontario is a key priority for our government. These investments will create jobs in the Algoma district and strengthen an important sector of the regional economy. So fantastic news. For specific details as to how the allocated money will be spent specifically, you can check out the remainder of the article, which of course, as always, is posted to our website at siouxonline.com. But excellent news. Congratulations, Springer Aerospace. And really good news for Echo Bay. Fantastic. And the Sioux, the Algoma district in general. Okay. So, further to our discussions about the housing situation that continues to be an irritant, not going to kill you, and just kind of like wood chips in your porridge, a little bit irritating, but still potable. Anyway, we have received a lot of questions about a property that was recently sold. Actually, specifically 328 Queen Street, which is reported to have sold for $1,200. Yes, you heard that correctly, $1,200. So now our staff has been fielding specific questions as to why it wasn't put on Realtor.ca, which is the website that was formerly known as MLS, which, if you don't know, is a national real estate listing system. And they also, the people who are coming towards us, want to know what process could have allowed the property to be sold for such a low price, particularly in this moment when property valuations are at an all-time high. So a few realtors then were consulted. They voiced concerns that, selling this property for that amount could have a negative impact on other property valuations in the area. Of course, our reporter did reach out to the City of Sault Ste. Marie to gain an explanation as to how this sale moved forward. So the response received then indicates that a series of prescribed steps were followed when it came to this sale. According to Melanie Borowitz-Sabenik, who is the Assistant City Solicitor Senior Litigation Counsel for the City of Sault Ste. Marie, those steps came from various bylaws and directions from Council. So what she did say is that the building was put up for tax sale twice. And if you don't know, tax sale is a process in which the city tries to recoup the outstanding taxes on a property through selling the property to a new owner for, at a minimum, what is owed in arrears. Despite this, we did learn that the outstanding property taxes were nearly $40,000. So when the sale could not be put through at the 40K note, according to the motion before council, the property then became vested in the name of the city on October 23rd, 2019, as a result of the unpaid taxes. So when the property then could not be sold for the amount of taxes in arrear, the city declared the property to be surplus, and this took place in February of last year. So in doing so then, the city correspondingly enacted the procedures which I will relate to you in a 4-page long surplus property bylaw. So as per said procedures then, the city advised the property for sale with the Sioux Star on their website, obtained opinions as to what could be done with the property, and even considered demolishing the building at a minimum cost of $80,000. So similar to the property that we brought you information about on Gore Street, this one as well is attached to the buildings on either side. So demolition then becomes a particularly difficult process. So as per said procedures, the city advertised the property on the Sioux Star website, obtained opinions as to what could be done, considered demolishing it at a minimum cost of $80,000 according to the estimate that they received. As for why it wasn't listed on Realtor.ca, This was the explanation that we received. The process to sell property is set out in the city's surplus property bylaw. The recommended approach to sell city property is considered on an individual basis. So for some properties, the potential new owner is identified. An MLS or an open bid process is not recommended. For some properties, an open bid process would be recommended. Sometimes we have several interests in a particular property, and in those instances, an open bid process is recommended. And finally, for some properties, a realtor or MLS would be recommended. So each property would be considered once again on an individual basis and recommendations made to council for consideration. So as for whether or not the property would qualify for the vacant property tax rebate program, Tom Vare, Deputy CAO, Community Development and Enterprise Services, did provide this response. To participate in the vacancy rebate program, the building must be able to be leased. This building in particular has not participated in the program for some time. He estimates the last time it participated in that program was somewhere around 2012. The program is not limited to downtown properties. More information and criteria on that program, if you have a building that may fall into that category, there is a hyperlink in this article that is posted to our website at siouxonline.com. Okay, really quickly, yesterday, Highway 17 north of 6th Line was slowed due to a power line issue. Multiple readers, including the owner of Sioux Online, notified the newsroom that individuals had to put out warning flares to slow traffic due to the situation. Look at that. Talk about potential for disaster. Wow. So a tree then, obviously, as you can see, had fallen on some power lines, caught fire, and PUC was very quickly on site, as was our reporter, Dan Gray. Back to me. So there. Whew. All right. Now I think it's time to talk to Craig about what's happening outside. Because it wasn't enough. It wasn't insulting enough that it snowed last night. It had to be sticky and difficult to remove. So Craig, good news, please.
Well, the good news is all that system is now slowly moving towards the northeast. We saw snow, we saw rain, we saw freezing rain, we saw pellets yesterday, and also some very strong winds from the south or east-southeast. 54 kilometers an hour gusts were the peak at around 4 o'clock yesterday afternoon. We're not going to see those kind of winds today, though those are dying down. This system is moving out. We're taking a live look at our shot from downtown and City Hall. You can see a nice fresh coat of snow on the area. We're seeing a couple of freighters there in the Sioux Michigan Lock.
Freighter what?
We do have some half-decent temperatures today. We're on the plus side at +4. We'll take a look at your 12-hour forecast coming up. There we go. So it is going to be a little breezy today, primarily from the east again, and those will eventually switch to the west-northwest. Temperatures right now at 0 degrees. We're heading towards 4 degrees. We could see a little bit of sun break out late this afternoon. Temperatures not bad this evening at 2 degrees, only dropping down to -1 overnight, so that's not bad. It's what's coming this weekend as far as cold temperatures go that I have to tell you about. I know. But hey, it's going to be kind of sunny as well, so I'll give you all those details coming up. Heidi?
Oh, well, good. It's going to be kind of sunny on my days off. That's fantastic. Sloppy? Really? You think? I don't know. Anyway, we will take a break at this point. We've already covered some stuff, the funding allocation to Springer Aerospace in Echo Bay, that building on Queen Street selling for $1,200. I'd have bought that building on Queen Street for $1,200. Anyway, when we come back, we'll talk a little bit about, there's a wanted man that we are requested to assist with locating. We'll talk about the Go North Music Festival, which is a go this summer as well, factoids, social media, all that. Do take a moment to listen to the words of our sponsors. Certainly the Chamber inviting everybody to love local in this moment. Businesses are rebuilding. It is a time of hope and rebirth and growth. So let's get out there and do all things local, shopping, playing, eating as well. Keep in mind, Jeep the Mac, once again, coming at us like a speeding Jeep. So if you are enthusiastic about Jeeps, this is the event for you. Go fill your cup and come on back. Superior Adult Learning provides free one-on-one support to help you reach your goals. Improve your reading, writing, and math skills, become more independent, and increase your employability. Visit www.superioral.ca to get started now. Shop local, dine local, listen local, love local. Small businesses in the Algoma area have been a huge part of our community. Now is the time to show our support for them. From local markets to retail stores, music venues, and restaurants, small businesses make up the backbone of our community. So go on, embrace all they have to offer by shopping, dining, listening, and loving local. Visit ssmcoc.com to learn more or to join the Chamber today. Good morning and welcome back. I hope you had a chance to get some coffee. Mine is dangerously low. However, we will soldier on. Before we get into anything, and you know what, Mike, we missed this. We have a co-op student, a very talented young woman by the name of Sophia Miceli, and she did publish her first article yesterday. She was talking actually a lot about, and Mike, I think we've had discussions about this. We were talking, she wrote this article about how, you know, when people talk about, you know, what's missing in the Sioux, about what's needed to retain our youth, because, you know, statistically, and she hits this in the article, statistically youth out-migration has been a significant problem within the city for a number of years. So she actually took the time to interview some students at St. Mary's College to get their opinion. And what the consensus seemed to be is there's like a lack of activities for youth, a lack of engaging opportunities. They cited things like, you know, job clubs, career fairs that would help them kind of connect to a future that would keep them anchored locally. They also talked a lot about a lack of social, like spontaneous social activities where, you know, they could hang out with their friends and do things that were different. She interviewed me and I talked to her about, because one young adult did indicate that, you know, it'd be fun to have a go-kart track. And I said, ooh, we used to have one. We had the Great Northern Amusement Park. I think that's what it was called.
A mini putt.
They had a mini putt, they had an arcade, and at one time they had a go-kart track. They certainly did. Mm-hmm. Yes.
I remember crashing, so that's why.
Well, at least you remember it, because sometimes, you know. But anyway, I have no idea why it closed, so that might be something for us to chew on in social media. Does anybody know why that place closed?
Like a lot of things have closed. I mean, even me and Craig were talking, like there's nowhere to go for a water park up here. We used to be able to go to St. Ignace, and they had a nice water park. It's gone. You know, there's nothing around here to keep kids here in the area. Yeah.
I think Sioux College has an initiative down on the waterfront, you know, and we have a splash pad now, but I don't know. I don't know that teenagers are hanging out at the splash pad.
See, if the city's listening to us, what they should do is do like Barrie. Look how they, on the waterfront, they put a nice little, those blow-up pads, and it's like a play area that anybody could go on, just adults, kids, everything. Like, so try something different.
Well, yeah, I mean, something. Anyway, so great article, Sophia. Well done, and you can look forward to more output from Sophia. Again, a very engaging and intelligent young woman. I'm very impressed. Okay, this is what I will tell you now. On Tuesday, Algoma Public Health did unfortunately confirm the region's 42nd passing due to COVID-19. And as per usual, in this time, no further details will be shared, simply out of respect for the affected family, to provide them with the privacy in which to manage their grief. Okay, we do still continue to post the updated data to the website, so if you're looking for an update to the numbers, I mean, yesterday they did report 50 new cases. However, the active case count only increased by 2, so if you need to find that, it is on the website at SiouxOnline.com. All right, let's talk about this wanted man. Oh, slipped into Scottish there for a minute. Excuse me. Crime Stoppers, in partnership with the Sault Ste. Marie Police Service, is seeking tips regarding the whereabouts. There he is, Matthew James Hammond, who is 35. He is wanted for failed to attend court, operated motor vehicle wrong way in one way, Fail to
Okay.
remain. Yeah, wow. I mean, just this is as per the Highway Traffic Act. So I guess okay. So if I read that, apparently he was driving his vehicle willfully the wrong way on a one-way street. So okay, fail to remain. Fail to comply with directions. So if you know where this individual can be located, you are to call the police service at 705-949-6300, or if you wish to maintain your anonymity and potentially collect a cash reward, you can call Crime Stoppers at locally 942-7867 or toll free 1-800-222-8477. You can also click the Submit a Tip button found on the website or download the app. All right. We need to get some more details from Craig, although, Craig, you are now officially forbidden from sucking the joy out of the day. So, again, I bid you, kind sir, give us some good news.
Well, Heidi, we have the last little bit of that storm from yesterday still lingering around the Great Lakes today. We're seeing mainly wraparound effect as that low pressure system moves off towards the northeast. You can see it's just kind of wrapping around this low pressure system. Some light, very light flurry activity, even some mist this morning. That's all courtesy of this low pressure system as it moves out. We're still under a southerly flow, so we're going to see our temperatures still above freezing for today and tomorrow, and then we're going to start seeing a substantial cool down for the weekend. We'll get into that in just a second. This is what we look like on the satellite. Right now you can just see it all just kind of plowing in here, wrapping around. So just we don't expect any accumulation today from any sort of snow or sleet, but it is going to be around. It is going to make the roads a little slick today because we're around the freezing mark right now. We're going to bump those temperatures up to about 4 degrees later on. But for the weekend, you've heard us talk about the polar vortex. Well, right now it's fairly strong, which means the circulation around it, the cold air around it, is staying put. But this weekend, it's going to weaken a little bit, and a wedge of cold air is going to be coming right over the Great Lakes and cooling us down to well below seasonal temperatures. So this is what we look like as far as temperatures go today. 4 degrees, as I said, for the Sioux. We're all on the plus side. 3 degrees on the eastern part, 7 degrees in Thunder Bay. They're the hot spot today. This is what we look like on the radar. You can see this a scattering of flurries and precipitation. This is a 12-hour loop, so go back 12 hours and you can just see it's beginning to circulate around. And again, it's going to be like that most of the day, where we're going to see cloudy conditions, some hit and miss snow showers, nothing accumulating as that pushes off towards the northeast. So this is what we look like for 3 days. A mix of sun and cloud later on this afternoon as that system exits the area. We have some drizzle and some very light flurries to deal with. Before then, temperatures, as I said, 4 degrees. 4 degrees for your Friday with mainly cloudy conditions, though we are going to start seeing some sun late in the afternoon for Friday. And then on Saturday, look at those temperatures, -5, and that's being generous. We could actually settle in for -9 for a high on Saturday as that cold air comes down. And because that cold air is rushing over the Great Lakes, we could see some lake enhancement. We could see some snow. Right now we're not seeing accumulating, but expect a coating of snow on Saturday just from lake effect. I'll have your 7-day forecast coming up. It's not looking all that bad. We have a couple of cold days and then we start rebounding our temperatures. Still watching a big storm for next week. I'll tell you about that in just a bit. Heidi?
Well, thanks for that, Craig. I'm out of words to talk about the weather. I don't want to anymore, so I'm not going to. I want to hit you with some good information about the summer, because certainly summers are beautiful locally. I want to let you know that the Go North Music Festival has announced the return of the annual festival and the official 2022 lineup. So it is set for Friday, July 8th and Saturday, July 9th, and this year's festival, which is of course held on beautiful St. Joseph Island, will feature an incredible group of Canadian talent, including this year's Saturday night headliners, Juno Award-winning rock band Crown Lands. So the Saturday lineup also includes singer-songwriter Charlotte Cornfield, and if you don't know, Rolling Stone recently called her Canada's best-kept secret. Thunder Bay rock and roll band, the Honest Heart Collective, Toronto rock band, Goodnight Sunrise, the favorites, local favorites, the Uncanny Valley, as well as Cass FM. So this year the festival will kick off on Friday, July 8th with a special opening night concert at the Centennial Grounds featuring Rootsy, blues singer-songwriter Jay Pullman. The Friday night concert can be paired with dinner from one of the amazing local restaurants, so you're invited to make it a package deal, including a taste of the island, camping, and the show. So details are found on the website. Tickets are very manageable. So to get more information, go to the article. What is happening? Go to the article at SiouxOnline.com and have a look. And as well, we've included a hyperlink that takes you directly to the website. Break? Okay, we're now going to break. And in this commercial, you will hear from the worthy agency Superior Adult Learning, near and dear to my heart, hardworking staff who support adult learners in reaching adult literacy goals, which includes a broad range of life skills, digital literacy, math, reading, writing, of course. So if you are an adult and you'd like to increase your skills, please do reach out to Pat or Wendy as they can help you get there. So go fill your cup one last time. We're coming back to factoids and some discussion in social media.
École publique Éco des Rapides, a place where your child can learn, grow, and be happy. Discover why more and more families are choosing École publique Éco des Rapides for their child. Register your child January 17th to the 21st at epedr.cspgno.ca. Parce que je vois grand.
Superior Adult Learning is looking for volunteers who want to make a difference in our community and help others reach their full potential. In only a few hours a week, you can help our learners achieve their goals and set them on a path towards a successful, independent future. Visit www.superioral.ca to get started now. Good morning and welcome back. Time now for the factoids. So it was on this day then, in 1958, that Elvis Presley was inducted into the U.S. Army, where he took an approximate $100,000 pay cut. And although he was offered the opportunity to serve in the special services to entertain the troops, Elvis enlisted as a regular soldier. He served for 2 years, and it was during this time, while stationed in West Germany, that Elvis met his future wife, Priscilla Beaulieu, and became dependent on stimulants and barbiturates, which eventually led to his divorce and ultimately his death at age 42 in 1977.
42? I can't believe you died at 42.
42. Yep.
What else you got?
Okay. Van Halen. I have Van Halen. All right, so March 24th, then, 1986, Van Halen releases their 7th studio album, 5150, which became the first album to top the U.S. chart, the first of 4 albums to be recorded. Now this is significant, with lead singer Sammy Hagar, who replaced David Lee Roth, and was named after the album was named after Eddie Van Halen's home studio, 5150, which was in turn named after a California law enforcement term for a mentally disturbed person.
There you go.
Factoid.
That's why we call them factoids.
All right, so we're going to get into social media here and see what
you're
people are
talking
talking about. I did remind everybody yesterday to send us your events, your birthdays, your anniversaries. We're happy to celebrate with you. You know, if you are somebody who has a birthday happening today, whoever you might be, Debbie, Crystal, Paul, Robert, Donald, or Shelley. Let us know about your birthday, and if it is your birthday today, I certainly hope it's a great day, and I wish you your best day yet, followed by the most amazing year that you've ever had. All right, social media. Jim Whitty beating everybody to the punch this morning. It's becoming like highly competitive.
He's always the first one there.
Jim is a very, very firm supporter, and we are always grateful for his dad jokes, his sketches that he sends to us, his amazing art. So thank you, Jim. He says, good morning. Good morning to you, Jim Whitty. Margaret McKegg says, good morning, all. Well,
She's
good morning.
up there, too.
She's in there. Good morning, Margaret. Terry Matthews, good morning, all. Good morning, Terry.
Morning.
Always, he's bing, bing, bing,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Jim Whitty, I feel like laundry today. I have turned the tide. I am full of cheer, and I have it all. There it is. That's why we love them. Enika, good morning, all. Happy Baby Friday. And now we have those images of the tulips and the fields in which you frolic, Enika. I would like a video of you frolicking. I demand it.
Yes.
And if you don't want to frolic, you can prance smartly. That's acceptable too. All right. Tony Mancuso, happy Baby Friday, everyone. One day closer to the weekend.
You too, Tony.
Indeed. Yes. Happy Baby Friday, Tony. Kathy Boren says, whoop, whoop. It's Baby Friday. Have a great day, all. You too. Yes. Joseph Bertrand, happy Baby Friday, everyone. Happy Baby Friday to you, Joseph. Busy down there at Maker North on
I'm
the
sure
water
he
at
is.
the bottom of Church Street, solving all the problems, Judy O'Neill, good morning, Heidi and Craig. One day closer to the weekend. Hope you enjoy today. Yeah, that's the plan.
Thursday, yeah.
I've already been instructed to enjoy the day, so yeah, perfect. Okay, Tracy Fay says, good morning, all. Today is Thursday, nearly through the week. Hi, Craig and Heidi. Hello, Tracy
there.
Fay. Bradley, good morning. Happy Baby Friday, as always, with the peace sign. Yes, happy Baby Friday to you, Brad. Mike Adams. Ooh, Costa Rica. Nice. Good morning.
There's no
Pura
snow
vida.
there.
No snow in Costa Rica, just white, white sand. Very nice.
Well, I guess we could think that the white we see is sand. Just a little cold. Cold sand. Carry on.
Cry. Pura vida, he says. Hello, Mike. Drinking fantastic coffee in the sun. I always picture, the people who comment regularly. I try and envision what you might be doing. All right, Tracy Fay. Oh, Craig, the gas prices are bad.
They are bad.
Not so bad. Okay, well, yeah, they are bad.
They are bad. They're going to get worse. That's what we're saying.
No, yeah, okay. Yes, all right. Steve Childs. GMYLNCHAGD. The sun coming up on the tracks of land, rocking the horns. All right. Good morning, young lady and Craig. Young lady and Craig. Thank you, Steve. Have a great day. You have a great day as well. Kathy Boren. I'm thinking of adding a brick or a few in my gas tank. Old school problem solving.
Yeah.
Well, modern problems require modern solutions. Perfect. Kimberly, good morning, all. Good morning to you, Kim.
Good morning.
Debbie Clayton, good morning. Have a great day. Good morning, Debbie. Steve Childs, the kids need some form of enjoyment to keep them active in positive, enjoyable activities. Agreed. I think we can all agree on that. Back in the day, you could go to the mall, and that was stimulating.
You have teens and young people in Toronto saying, I'm getting out of this city. There's nothing to do. So, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, the complaint is
put
chronic.
it in perspective.
But
right?
I mean, at one time, Sault Ste. Marie had, when I think of, my preteen, early teen, there were at least 3 arcades.
Oh, yeah.
4, if you counted
Yeah.
Top Hat on Queen Street.
But, as technology kind of changed, and now you have that at home. What kid isn't at home playing a video game?
Sometimes my eldest wants to go down to the mall, and I'm like, I wish you could have seen it when it was a mall. There's
Yeah.
what now?
Yeah.
9 stores? What are
Well,
you down
it's
to?
pretty empty, but,
Yeah.
it's signs of the times again.
Well, there you go. Shopping online. Okay, so good morning, Debbie Clayton. You have a great day as well. Steve, yes, I agree with you that they do need some positive, enjoyable activities. Tracy Fay, have to enjoy the outdoors for real entertainment in the Sioux. Yeah,
Yes.
back to nature wouldn't be a bad call for sure.
That's what we did as kids, right? We always played outside and played in tree forts and
Well, wasn't that what parents did? Now they throw devices. Back then it was like, get outside.
yeah.
And
Now
when
it's
I
like,
whistle
play your game.
in 8 to 12 hours, you better get home. So, and then when I was in Poplardale, really, three-wheeling, all that kind of stuff, that's what you did. So, Jen Buchan, happy baby Friday. Happy baby, okay, it's all capitals. Happy baby Friday. All right, to you as well, Jen, happy baby Friday. I hope you have a great day. Tracy Faye. No, Tracy, I did say Thursday. I caught it. You don't have to correct. You and I, like we simpatico. So don't worry about that sort of stuff. I got you, girl. All right, now we've got the 7-day.
7-day. Yeah, so as I was saying, we have some cold temperatures coming in for the weekend. Not super cold. It's not like we're talking minus 20 here, though we could hit that overnight. It's because the polar vortex is coming down just for a little visit over the weekend. Seeing some sunny skies though, so it's not all that bad. When we were going to start to build our temperatures back up to where we should be next week, just in time for another big storm coming in on March 31st and April 1st. Right now it looks like a mix of rain and snow, mainly rain. We'll keep an eye on that system for you. There you go.
Yes, well, let's keep an eye on the systems for sure. Need to be ahead of the sloppy weather.
Yes,
so,
yes, we do.
yeah, well, I don't know. Do you have anything else?
Nope,
No?
that's enough.
I think that's enough. Yeah, we're delightfully over,
Have a little bit
as
of coffee
always.
left, so.
So if you're still with us, thank you for watching. Again, do send us your birthday shout-outs. If today is your birthday, happy birthday. Have a great day, and you know what? We'll see you tomorrow. First Local, supported by Maker North, 3D printing, laser cutting, 3D design, education prototyping, and more. Maker North, whatever it takes.